Hello everyone, welcome to Handle
Classes. A string is a special class and doesn't need to be instantiated with new keyword. We can assign the string into the string variable just by the string value, and it is pretty nifty. String is a sequence of characters in the memory, and string implements char sequence interface. So string class implements char sequence interface, and this interface is also implemented by string buffer. So string and string builders are the subtype of char sequence. Okay, so all the abstract methods inside the char sequence, both of these classes needs to implement. For this video tutorial, I would like to use JShell, and this is a command prompt. Background is in white color and the text is in the black, so it speaks out. First I change the directory into IntelliJ project folder. So I have created one project name as handle string, and I have given this path. This you can get it from the terminal, the path of the project, and I have changed the directory into this. Okay, so JShell. So JShell is pretty nifty. I don't need to make a class, make a main method. Just I could write like this. Fluffy. And that's it. And it's giving me the output at the same time. It what is doing behind the scene, making a class, and then the main method, and then the main method, it is initializing string object, and the output is through system.out.println. So let's say string name 2 is a very good tool for fast programming and learning. JShell. Fluffy. Okay, so this is a way we create the string. Next, concatenation. Concatenation means merge two things together. So here, what are the two things? Strings. So let's see that how it is. So like if I have A plus B, so these are the two strings. So if I use the sign plus, so it merged both of them together, which is this plus sign is called as concatenation. All right. So rules is if both operands are numeric, plus means numeric addition. So if I say 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2, so it gives 3. If I say like AB plus 3, so it merges, right? If either operand is a string, plus mean concatenation. So you have seen that a, b, and plus 3, it concatenated. All right. The expression is evaluated from left to right. Expression evaluated left to right. 1, if I say 1 plus 2 plus c. So what's going to happen? 1 plus 2 is going to add, and it concatenate with c. What would if I do a reverse? Let's see. So but it happens, c first concatenate with 1 and then 2. Okay. All right. Let's see some more example. If I have, what would if I do everything in the variable instead of giving the value? It will be the same. If I have a integer 3, right, and if I have a string 4 in a variable, right, and if I do 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, so we know that 3 is an integer. So what would be the result? 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3, 6, and 4 it's going to concatenate because it is a string. All right. So let's see one more example. String s equals to 1, and then if I do use the compound expression, which you know that means that s equals to s plus 2. So it's going to 1 and plus 1 plus 2 is going to be 1, 2. All right. So currently s holds 1, 2. What would if I do with integer? The same. So 1 plus 2, because they are integer, and then plus 3. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. These are the rules. Let's go over immutability. Immutability means unchangeable. Unchangeable means once the string object is created, it cannot be changed. So we can replace it, however we cannot change it. So if there is fluffy, and if I would like to change the floody, floody, instead of uff I put ood, so I cannot go inside and take the character out and put something else, or I can add or subtract something in it. So any operation I need to create a new string and then assign that string into the previous variable, so in this way the variable holds the value. Okay, so let's see immutability. I am going to make a class in IntelliJ project called Immutable. And in this class, I have a string instance variable name as s, and has only getter method. So this is called as read only. Immutables are read only, and they are final. So the string class is also a final class. Once you assign anything, so the private means cannot access outside the class. So these cannot access outside the class, and get method you can only get the value. You cannot set anything. What about mutable? which is a string builder class. So private string s. All right, and this one method has generate getter and setter. Okay, so we can change the value of s and we can read the value of s. So is there readable and writable, those are mutable. So whenever we create a string, so the value set through the constructor, we can read it, but we cannot modify it. All right, so this is a concept of immutability. So after that, I would also like to explain this one a little bit here. I have a s1, a string variable, value is 1, and as I was telling that s1 equals to if I would like to add a 1 into another variable s2, so how can I do this one? I can do like this, s1 plus 2. So s1 we will add 2 in 1, concatenate, and it will be 1 2. Or I also said the plus sign is a calling a method. What it means, it actually, what does it behind the scene, there is a method called as concat, and this values goes inside that method, and this method returns the string and it returns the string. So the plus sign is doing this type of a basic operation behind the scene. Okay, so s2 holds now 1 2. What do I do now? I do s2, I would like to add a 3, or I can say like that, I can use also a concat method to add a 3, right? So you can see that compiler has created a new variable, number 16. So what about s2, what it holds? Does it change the value of s2? No, it has not changed the value of s2. The reason why, because the strings are immutable, they are not changeable. If you wanted to take 1 2 3 and put this value which the compiler created, you can assign this value into s2, but you cannot change the value. So this is called as immutable. Okay, right. Now I would like to save all of these Java commands into a file. So the command is /save, and I say name is concatenate, and jshell file is jshell. Right, now I am going into my string builder project, open this one, and all of these my commands are here. So later on I will upload this project on a GitHub. The link is already down below in the video, and you can run these commands. Okay, so now it has saved, right? So how you could open up, so you put in some kind of a class path, and you are on that particular folder, like as I am on my IntelliJ project. How could you open this one? To open the one, is the command is open and file name concatenate, right, .jsh. So it will open the file, and what the open does, it will load all the commands. And if you want to check, you can, the command is list slash, always these commands are with the forward slash list. All right, so all these commands which I have given. All right, okay, so now you have learned in the J shell save command, open command, list command. If you would like to see other commands, it's also, you can see over here with the help option, and I am going to use only few of them, not everyone. Okay, all right, okay, so now I would like to do a fresh start, because all these commands are already in our J shell current session. So for the fresh start, I would like to exit. This is another command, so you have learned another command called as exit. All right, with J shell, you're going to come into the J shell, so say goodbye and everything. So now you are out from the J shell, and this is on the command prompt. And now you say CLS, clear the screen. Okay, when the screen has cleaned, I scroll my mouse up, nothing is up, and then I say JSH J shell. Okay, okay, very nice. So now is method chaining. All right, method chaining, we will learn this. These are the properties: concatenation, immutability, and method chaining. So method chaining we will learn in next section, what it means that the method return the object of the class. So method return the object of the class is called as method chaining, and you can again call another the particular class method. Okay, important methods. These are the important methods. So which method here provide the method chaining? These last three methods provide the method chaining because they are returning the class object, and only in the string, not in string builder. Okay, all right, so let's use this one. Important methods: int length, it returns the number of a character in the string. All right, and charade, we put the index, and it gives a character at specific index. So first of all, we need to know that what is the meaning of index and what is the meaning of character number. So this is a memory. Think about this is our string name as animals inside the memory, and the first character index is 0, and last character index is whatsoever the length minus 1. Okay, length is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and this is 1 is 6. Why? Because index start from 0. So counting is always from the 1 and index is always from 0. Okay, let's see. So we have a string name string animals, right? 7 characters. Now I am going to do, now I have written str, so IntelliSense is by the tab. Now I'm going to press the tab. It has given me ring. Now dot. Now I would like to see a method. So string is string, str, small string is a string object. If I need to see methods inside, so you can again use the dot, and it has given me all of this. Okay, now I write len, and then again tab, so it has given me th. If I would have write only l, so it has given me the option last length of length lines. Okay, so length is 7. All right, so this is a pretty nifty tool, so no need to go to the API or documentation and look for or scroll up and down for the methods and then put it over here. Okay, all right. Next is charade. Okay, so let's str tab string dot charade. I say char and then tab, so it has given me two options, charade and chars. I need charade, so a tab has given me t and bracket by itself. So I would like to know what is here in 0. So 0 has a. Okay, next I would like to see the last one is 6. What I do have in a 6 is this, the character. Okay, and nothing should be on a 7, so it's gonna throw an error called as index out of bound, and 7 is out of the range. All right, so there's nothing on at index number 7. Okay, all right, and next let's go to index of. The index of, we put the character inside and it gives the first index of the desired value. All right, and it has other overloaded methods. We can put the string as well, and we can put a character, and we want that start from a certain index value, and also a string and start from a certain index value. Okay, let's see. So okay, if I have str tab dot index index of. Okay, index of a. Let's see, what is do we have in a index of. Yeah, okay, so we have from the charade we see the index. For index of we see the index of we see put the character inside and get the index. Okay, so these are kind of reciprocal of each other. We can also put, as I said, there's an overloaded method called as string. All right, I can put the string inside. All right, there we go. And I also said there is a method that we want start from a certain one. So if I say that 3 here, so it says giving me a 4. What it means that, so it started from 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. 3. After 3 started looking where the a is. A is on a 4. Okay, so it has given me the value of 4. Okay, next is we can do the same thing with the string. All right, so al, okay, and we say start from 5. Okay, 5, so it gives me -1 by 5. If we start from the 5 and say that to start from the 5, there's no al actually is from the 4. So if it is not there, it gives -1. All right, okay, if the index is inside the limit. All right, okay, next is our substring method. Substring method, it gives a part of a string, and this one is very important in examination point of view. The reason why that it returns a part of the string, and the beginning index is inclusive in that substring, and ending index is not included, it's exclusive. All right, so let's see that. So what I do, str tab string dot sub, and then tab, two options, subsequent substring. I put subs, so okay, substring of give the 3, so it gives mals. If I use beginning index and the end index, so what it does, it gives me the substring in between these two indexes. It starts from 3 and it stops before 4. So starts from 3 and stops before 4. So you can see that 4 is not included, it's exclusive. Okay, what would if I use 7 here, so 7, the last index is 6, it can go one beyond, and everything between 3 and 7 it gives, but 7 is not included. Okay, so you can see that it goes 3, start from 3, and last one is 6. If you put the 7, there's no any error, it gives between 3 and 6, 3 is included, and if we say 7 here, in this method won't throw a error. Okay, next, what would if I use 3 3? So start from 3 and at the same point 3, and it is not included, so it gives the empty string. What about if I go reverse, so it throw an exception? As you know that we have done the 7, right? There's no error. What about if I put the 8 here? Yes, out of bound exception here as well. So this method returned the string starting from the requested index, which means the beginning index. If an index is requested, it stops right before that index. If an end index is requested, it stops right before that index. It means that if you put the end index, it stops right before it, and which is not included. Okay, otherwise if you only put the starting index, it goes all the way to the end. Okay, all right. Next is toString method. So toString methods return the same string. Okay, and this method is in string and as well as string builder. So that's what I have mentioned, that in string builder toString return string, not the string builder. Okay, all right. Next, these are the only string methods: 2 lowercase, 2 uppercase. So if you read them, the method name can explain themselves. 2 lowercase, so it means that change into the lowercase. 2 uppercase, change into the uppercase. So if I have string dot 2 uppercase and it gives me an uppercase, 2 lowercase gives everything in the lowercase. Okay, all right. Okay, so it's already in the lowercase, but I do it A B C 1 2 3 dot 2 lowercase, so it will gives everything in lowercase. Next is equals. So in the equals, you need to put an object, not the string. You put the object, it compares that string with that object, and if it is the same, then it gives true, otherwise false. So this equal, why I put the object over here, because this method has come from object class and it is overridden here. All right, if you put the string, only the string here, it means that it will not override the method in the object class. Okay, so the signature should be the same for overriding. Okay, if I say ABC dot equals, so two options are equals, ignore case, and equals. So I need the equal, and to A, B, C, which is false. What about if I change the case to upper? Now it is true. Okay, what about if I say ignore case? So yes, one is small case, one is uppercase, so it ignores the case. Okay, next is start with. So start with and ends with. These methods look at whether the provided value matches the part of the string. Let's see. If I have A, B, C, start with A, which is true, and if I say start with capital A, which is false, and I say A, B, C, ends with C. Yes, it is ending with C. And if I say ends with A, it is giving me false. Okay. Next is method replace. So it replaces the old character into the new one. All right, let's see how it is. So I say ABC dot replace character A by capital character A. Yes, you can see that it has replaced the small one to the bigger one. And you can also use string here. There is a one overloaded method of replace which use the char sequence, and you know the char sequence is a super type of string and string builder, so you can use the super type. Okay, so next is contains. So it checks does it contain or not. If I say ABC dot con contains, yes, contains B, which is true. Yes, it contains true. And now if you put capital B, which is not there, so it gives false. Next is trim and strip. So trim and strip remove white spaces from beginning and end of the string. Let's see. So if I have A, B, C and there is no space, so it will give me the same output. And now if I put spaces on a beginning, in between, and new line at the end, and do strip, so it has taken the spaces from beginning and the end, but cannot remove from in between. Okay, So this is, you have done this strip. So trim and strip does the same thing. The difference is strip support Unicode, okay, however trim doesn't support Unicode. Okay, let's do text equals to space abc/t. Okay, this is your variable. Okay, and now I would like to call trim, so it does the same thing. Okay, so text dot trim. So text dot trim is returning string, and strip also string. So returning the own class. So the method returning the own class object, you can call another method as well. This is called as method chaining. So I can call also length here. This is called as method chaining. So text dot trim returns the string, and then I said dot length. So now this is the one on the object of the return type of trim. So when we trimmed, it is 3, and if we do not trim, as you know, it is 5. Okay, next if we do the same thing with the strip, it does the same. Okay, so so taking out the spaces from beginning and end. There is also a method called as strip leading and strip trailing. So leading, so leading take the space out from the beginning, which has taken out space, and strip trailing take out the spaces from the end, okay, but not from the beginning. All right, so total is 5. So one has taken from the beginning, one is from the end. Okay, in turn, so this method returns the value from the string pool if it is there, otherwise it adds a value to the string pool. So I will explain about the string pool and gives example for intern later in the chapter. So just now see the signature. Okay, and so now I would like to save this one. I say save method I would say string methods dot jsh, and now I will go on my project and I see that everything is over here. Okay, so okay, all right, so whatsoever the commands I have given. Now let's see the string builder class. String builder class also provide the sequence of characters. The difference between string and string builder is that string builder is a mutable class, means changeable. You can change the string inside the string builder. It's also implement interface char sequence. So the subtype of a char sequence interface same like as a string. Okay, now let's make a string builder object. So this is a fresh start. Let's say jshell, and now I am making string builder object, string builder sb1 equals to new string builder. So what it does actually, it creates an empty string. Length of this string will be 0, and by default the capacity, how much you can accommodate, is 16 in the string builder. Okay, now I am going to make another object by writing a string inside. So here the length is 7 and the capacity is 23. What it means that it is an overloaded constructor of the string builder where you can put the string inside, and it added additional 16 character spaces inside a object when it's trying to create. Okay, now I'm going to make a third object by defining a capacity inside. If it is integer inside, so it means that it's a capacity. Here the length is 0 and the capacity is 10. By default is 16, and if you want, you can define the capacity as well. We can also do the matrix chaining same like as a string class in the string builder class, and we will see in the important methods section. So these are the string builder methods. The first and foremost important method is append. In append we add the whatsoever string in the parameter to the string builder. It is pretty much same like as concat. So let's see this one. For comparison with the string, I would like to make a string object name alpha, and I am trying to use a for loop here. So in this for loop, it starts from the A and add all alphabets, small letter alphabets until the Z. So and then all the characters we are adding into the appending into the string. So same thing, the alpha plus equals to C is a like alpha dot concat, and we are passing a character and adding it. So if I would like to say what the inside the alpha, so whole ABCD. If I would like to do the same thing in the string builder, so I have to create an object like a traditional way. This will create an empty string. And in the for loop, there is no concat method in the string builder. We use append bravo dot append. So you can see that here you are adding into the alpha and storing into the alpha. However, in the string builder, you are just calling the method and adding it only without storing. So here you are storing and here you are not storing. This is the main difference. And if I do the bravo, so why it is happening in string builder class? Because it is a mutable. So object can be changed. However, in the string you can replace but cannot change. Okay. So for more clarity, I am trying to make a string like this. Say start and if I do st dot concat plus middle, and then if I do string sam equals to st dot concat plus end. So what would be the output of sam? Start, middle, end, or start or end? So it's start and end. So whatsoever we have done with the concat, we have not stored inside the variable, so it has gone. So now let's see the same thing with a string builder. I say string builder an object name. I would like to give SB. And I'm going to say SB dot append middle and I'm going to make a string builder object and add and inside and see what would be the result. Will it be start, middle, end, or start or end, same like as a string? So it says start, middle, and end. So you can see that here whatsoever you have done the concat, it has not stored any value, but whatsoever you have done with the append, it has stored or added inside the string. So for string you have to store back into the variable, but with the string builder you don't need to. So this is the benefit of using string builder. Class is mutable. So Let's do some more example. String builder a equals to new string builder ABC and string builder B equals to a dot append DE and B equals to B dot append F dot append G. So now you can see that in A value is ABC and in B value first was A B C D E because you appended what the result of A into D and store into string builder, and later on you have added F and G in B but not in A. So the A value remains same as ABC and the B value is A B C D E F G. Okay, if you want to see that what is inside the A, so you can see that start and start, and you can see that here that we have created a string builder, added DE, and then we appended F and G in the B and store in the B. So what would be the value of A and B? A and B value is same because there is the same reference object created one time, and the same object we appended here store into the B, so same reference and F and G, so it has changed the value of both of them because both are pointing out the same object. Now there are some methods as I have explained earlier. Those are in both classes, which are length, charade, index of, substring and toString. Make sure that substring return the string is not string builder, and as you have seen that in the string builder you can change the value of a string by calling a method, but in the string you have to store it, and the toString method return the string, not the string builder. All right. Next method is insert. Same like as the name. Insert add the character. So let's see. Okay. String builder SB 4 equals to new string builder animals. So we have created a string builder object by animals. So you know that there are 7 characters. First character index is 0 and last character index is 6. If I say sp dot insert 7 minus, so 7 add index number 7, so it will insert minus at the last index number 7. Next, if I say 0, on 0 use minus, so it insert, it's not replacing. Okay, so you can see that it inserted. If I say in the 4 location 4 insert minus sign, so it has inserted in the middle. Next, delete remove the character. It's pretty much same like a string builder. The first one is inclusive, the second index is not included, is exclusive. Let's make another string builder object. And here is A, B, C, D, E, F. And now dot delete 1, 3. What it means? Start from 1 and end at 2. 3 is not included. So it has done the same thing. This is 0, this is 1, and this is 2, and 3 is not included. So B and C has removed. A, D, E, F is an answer. Okay. Next is charade. So charade gives a character, same like as a delete charade gives a remove a character at a specific index. So sb5 dot delete char app. If I say remove the char at 5, now the string has changed. This is a string builder, this is not a string, so it will throw an exception. Okay, so what would if I say delete at 4? So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Yes, so now it has deleted, and now it is ADE. Okay, make one more string builder. You can do like this as well. With the same variable, assign the value, which So string builder is already assigned. So now sp5 we have again make a new new object and assign this one. If I say sb5 dot delete 1 and 100, so 1 is there, 100 is not there, what will happen? It will not give you any kind of error. Delete charade does, but delete the second parameter that is passed the end of the string builder, Java will just assume that you meant the end. Alright. Next is replace. So it replaces the string with a new one. Okay. So I make a new string builder object, name builder, and give it name pigeon dirty and replace three 6 st by. So it has replaced the characters from starting from 3, 4, 5 and 6 is not included. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 EON by STY. Okay. Okay, so dirty pigeon I will make another object dirty pigeon and assign with the variable builder. And now I say builder dot replace 300 and empty string. So what it does, so it gives the pig and compiler automatically understands that so like delete you mean end. Okay, remember this thing. Next is replace reverse. So string builder 6 ABC, and if I say string builder 6 dot reverse, so it's now CBA. Okay, and remember that the string class is very important for knowing string builder. So whenever you call toString method, it returns the string, not the string builder. Okay. Okay. Remember that string overrides equal from object class, and that's why it compares the object. So whatsoever you put the object inside in the equal parameter, it compares with the string and give the result true and false. However, string builder does not, because it compares the references. It call the same method in the object class. So let me explain this one with the example. String builder 1 equals to new string builder, create 2 string builders, and in the third one we are going to use the first one and append a. So from the empty we're going to append a. So it means that actually 1 and 3 are same, because you are using the reference of a 1, calling 1, appending it, and assigning to 3. So now 1 also has changed to 1. It's actually 1 and 3 are pointing out the same object. So 1 equals to 2, so which is false because these are two objects. If you say 1 equals to 3, it's true because both are pointing to the same object. What about if you do one dot equals to, it will get the false because 1 and 2 are pointing out a different objects, and 1 and 3 they are true because they are pointing out the same reference. Okay. Now let's see this one with the equal to method in the string class. String x equals to hello world, and make another object z. Here you make a little bit space and put trim, and see that it trimmed the first space, and make a new object and store into z. Okay. Now you say that x dot equals z, so they are equal because it compares the value. However, the string builder compares the references. So if the class does not have equal method, Java determines whether the references point to the same object, which is exactly what equal to sign does. So the author of a string builder did not implement equals. If you call equals on two string builder instances, it will check references equality, not the object. Okay. Okay. So to clarify this point more precisely, let me make a class called as tiger, and this class I have a variable name, and in the main method I am going to create two objects. Tiger 1, tiger 2, tiger t3 equals to t1. So what I'm doing, actually I'm assigning the reference of t1 into t3. So t3 and t1 point to the same object. Okay. If I compare t1 equals to t3, so what would be the output? This shell is pretty cool. You get the result and answer right away, but here you need to run the program. And t1 and t2, what it would be? False, because these are two different objects. Now you understand that. What about you say t1 dot equals t2, it gives false too. So these are the different objects. Okay, so this one gives true, this one gives false, this one gives false. Okay, so this equal method is in the object class, and it compares whatsoever the object passes, that object reference with the current object. So the current object is t1 and passing is t2. So both are different, it gives false. If both are true, if both are same, pointing same, then it gives true. Okay, so this if the class doesn't implement equal to, then this both equals and method equal perform the pretty much same operation. But if the class implement that whatsoever the object comes in and compare and gives the value and compare the object, then it is pretty nifty. So if the class doesn't implement equal to and equals, perform the same one. So string builder is pretty much same like as this class. Okay. Next, try to compare a string and string builder. If I make a string like a, and if I like to compare with the string with builder, so it gives the error. it doesn't compile because java.lang and string builders are incomparable types. They are two different objects and you cannot compare. Okay, so remember that the two equal to sign is checking for object reference equality. Right, now I am going to save this one, string builder methods file .jsh, and now I am going to exit and say CLS for the fresh start JShell. Let's see the memory allocation. Memory comprises of 4-part stack, which contains methods, local variables, and reference variables. Heap contains objects, may also contain reference variables, and string pool. Static contains static data methods, which are also static, and code contains bytecode. Let's see stack and heap. So the two parts in the memory, stack and heap. Stack is a part of a memory which loads the method frame in the form of a stack, one on the top of another. So the first method load in the stack is the main method. In the main method, if we initialize any local variable or make any object, so the local variables will go inside the stack and objects in the heap. So we have the three string objects. So object reference name will stay in the stack, and this string will be inside the heap. So whenever we create a string without the new keyword, it goes in the string pool. And the string pool is a location in a JVM which contains reusable literal values and the constant for fast memory processing. So the benefit of this, if we make another string object and it has the same value of any string in the program, so instead of creating a new object, it goes and checks the string pool. If it is there, then it provides the memory address to this reference. So both these objects point to the same location in the memory. Whenever we use a new keyword, compiler create an object in the memory. So name2, we use the new keyword, compiler created an object, and this object is a string. So first it goes and checks the string pool. So if in the program the string is present, it copy the address of that string in the object as a value and provide its memory address to the reference variable in the stack. So in this way, object work as a bridge between stack reference variable and the string pool. So let's see everything by the code. So string name equals to Fluffy and string name1 equals to Fluffy, and I create the third string name2 equals to new string fluffy. If I compare name with name1, it gives me true because both of these references pointing out the same object in the string pool. And if you do with the name2, it gives false because name2 is an object, pointing object, and name is pointing to the string pool. So string pool is for the fast memory management. It contains literal values and the constants in your program. What about if you do a concatenation? If I have a string name3 equals to fluff plus fee, and another we have name4 equals to fluf fluff, name4 plus equals to fy fee. So and see that name4, yeah, so name3 and name4 have a same type of a string, but one is pointing to the string pool, another one create the object. So the first one, it determined at the compile time the complete string would be fluffy, and check the string pool and the address of the string pool stored in the reference variable in name3. So this one is same as the one we have name. So name3 also pointing towards the string pool. If we compare name equals to name3, it gives true. What happened over here? So name4 first value string object is fluff, and the fluff goes inside the string pool, and then what we have done here, we added the fy and store back into the name4. It's pretty much same like as a calling a method concat, as I have explained earlier, which return back the string whenever we call a method. So it creates a new object. So that's why name and name4 are not same, because name4 created an object rather than going inside the string pool, right? Okay. And later on fluf, which was in the string pool, compiler can see that the value of the name4 has changed and nothing is pointing fluf fluff. So garbage collector will collect this one from the string pool. Okay. So these are the things I have explained. Next, let's see if we have a string hello world x, and in the y I put the space here and dot trim. So both values are same, but x is not equals to y. The reason is we call a method trim. It took the string object inside, truncate the space, return a new object to the y. So both are pointing out the different object in the memory, so that's why they are not equal. And as I have explained earlier, with the concat does the same thing. So if you have a string, single string equals to hello world, and another string is concat hello, and then concat plus equals to world. So now single string and concat has the same value hello world, but single string is not equals to concat. The reason why, plus equals to what it does, it means that concat plus world, and the plus sign will call a concat method, send the world inside, and return a new object and assign to the concat. Okay. I've explained earlier that I'm going to explain intern method later in the chapter. It returns the value from the string pool if it is there otherwise. Let's see. So as we know that we have a single string equals to hello world. If I create second string and equals to new string and same value hello world, so second string and single string points the same thing. And if I do second string equals to second string dot intern, so what it does, it sees is there any string in the string pool, so it returns the same address. Now single string equals to second string, it gives true. So in turn, see that if the value is already there, it will use an object in the string pool if it is present. Let's see one more example. If I have a string first equals to rat plus 1 and string second equals to r a t plus 1 and string third equals to new string so as you can see that first, second, third has the same value. First and second point out the same string in the string pool. However, third does not, because we use a new keyword. It has created a new object in the memory and then added that one, and the reference of a new object is in the third. If I do first equals to second, it comes true. As you know, the plus at the declaration level makes a string at the compile time, and then check the string pool. What about I use intern method with here second? So yes, still say true, which is pretty same. What about if I do first equals to third? It gives false. Well, if I use intern, it gives true, right? So here you can see that if you do not use intern, it gives false, otherwise it's true, because check the value inside the string pool. If it is there, then provide the reference. Okay. So I hope you have understood the concept and the differences between the string and string pool and string builder, and do some practice. And this topic is very helpful and very useful throughout your Java learning. Stay tuned. The code is right below on the GitHub, and provide your feedback. Thank you.